Well, howdy, howdy, folks. Doc Finley here, TG member. Proud TG member, I should say. I'm going to teach you about, in this video, I'm going to teach you about some close quarter infiltrator uses and tactics. Now, the uses are pretty much for the platoon leaders and the squad leaders, so they know what do I have in my hand, at my disposal. Yeah, I've got heavies, I've got maxes lying around, I got a medic to heal people, and engineers keep maxes in the ground, or go in and drop ammo and whatnot. But we often see infiltrators underused. Rage is definitely trying to get him back up. I mean, it's all it's not all I hear about, but he's definitely aiming for the stars on that one, and more power to him. And there's a lot of other people like him. I, for one, am trying to get more infiltrators for close quarters. More use to them. And, reasons why, some are obvious. You can use them as recon or scouts. Use their stealth to their advantage. But what are other ways you can use them? Well, let's just say the enemy has you pinned in a position. They got the high ground, they got fire superiority. You're just holding them off. So you got like 1, 2, up to 5 infiltrators at your disposal. All close quarters capabilities. You could send even just one infiltrator is enough. You could send that lone infiltrator around the enemy's position. And all he has to do is he has to uncloak, throw a grenade, maybe throw an EMP grenade, take out their armor so you guys can fire quicker, or not fire quicker, but just kill him quicker. Then he can just spray him with some machine gun, get some pistol kills and everything. But the important thing is he's disrupted the enemy. They're focused, their tunnel vision into one direction where the enemy is. They don't even notice the fact that they've just been flanked until it's too late. Now they're fighting on what they think is 2 fronts when only one infiltrator is attacking them. That takes some heat off of your guys on lower ground to push up or push into a building or something like that. It causes hysteria onto standard chaos. Another way you can use them is counter infiltrators. I love this tactic. I use it all the time. I'm like, oh, there's a hill. I guarantee you there's a couple kills out of that hill. And I'm never wrong. I'm not never wrong, but I always find myself pleasantly surprised when I see 3 infiltrators just standing there, and it's just like blap, 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 done. 3 kills. You just sneak up to a hill using cover, or not even just a hill, trees, buildings. Just sneak up to them, uncloak before you get to them, sneak up again, and just shoot them. All of a sudden, your team is no longer under fire from that infiltrator that may be using a heavy-hitting weapon like, what is it? I don't know what faction gets it, but the Ram 50. That weapon hurts. I hate getting killed by it, and it seems so often. Now, another way to use them is, let's just say, Sarah listing post on Esmir. Let's use that for an example. Say you cap it. The enemy love Sarah listing post. I don't know why. It just seems to be a big fighting position. So you take it and you move. But you don't want to lose that point. You want to hold on to it and, you think you have a chance. So let's just say the enemy tries capping it from you with just a squad. And you've left maybe 1, 2, 3 infiltrators there. If one guy tries taking that point, you're going to know. The infiltrator will see it. He could send in himself, or if you've left more, 2 guys or 3 infiltrators can go in there. 1 uncloak and shoot on the enemy. There's no reason for all 3 to uncloak. It just gives away your numbers. So 1 infiltrator uncloaks, shoots him, and he's dead. You've recapped that point. The enemy only think 1 guy is there. Maybe more. It's always a possibility that more could be there. They're like, okay, well, we got enemy here. They see 1 out of 12. That doesn't give them an exact number. It gives them a ratio, percentage, yeah. But who takes the time to do the math? All right, well, we got 86% here and 14 of them, 14% of them, so we're outnumbering them. That's all they are concerned about, percentage, not the number of that percent. So you've got an advantage already. So I call this base guardian, and I don't know why. It just seems appropriate. this is some of the times I use my suppressor, but other times I won't. These are just some ways to use them. Yeah, squad leaders, platoon leaders, I hope you take note of this. There's different ways to use them. You're limited by your imagination and knowledge and tactics. So I'm going to cover, I've covered simple room clearing, but I'll cover it again in this video for those that haven't seen the video. Now, let's just say you approach this room and the enemy's taking it. It's a very simple room. I mean, it's a freaking box. So what you gotta do is you just walk in, you crouch up, cloak. Now, when you're cloaked, you sprint, you become more visible. It's very clear. You've seen it on yourself, you've seen it on friendlies, you've seen it on the enemy. When they run, you see them. So you just crouch. You go slower than a walk when you crouch. So crouch, cloak, and approach this way. Now I can see this corner. There's no one hiding there. So I start scanning. And granted, I'm cloaked. So I scan. And then, no, the point is to be quick, concise, and deliberate. But not too quick that you get yourself killed, You don't want to be Leroy Jenkins here, cloaked, and then you're running like, oh, yeah, and you just start, just a little bit everywhere. It's dumb. So you just be quick, deliberate, concise, and precise, I should say. Alright, so I'm up here, cloaked. I've already checked this corner, check this corner. Now, let's just stop right here. By the time I've checked this corner, I've checked, I don't know what the exact percentage of this room is, but I'd say 90%. You've just got this corner left. Now, granted, still cloaked. Alright, you check this corner. There's an enemy there. Open up. That's all you have to do. You open up, you start jumping, you start shooting, you win. Yay. Yahtzee. This is one of those things. Now, while you're cloaked, if you re-cloak after you kill him, which is a good idea, take the point while you're still cloaked. You can get out of there. I move. I get to the next cover away from the point, and I just hide there. Recharge. Say I've been hit, so I just drop a med kit on me. So, alright, check the area. I see the point's being taken again. So now he's on his guard. Someone's in here, he knows it. So you just go in there. Slowly. He's in this corner this time. So just open up. Boom. He did not expect you to uncloak right there. If you have an EMP grenade, by all means throw it in there, frag grenade, whatever you want to do. So there's basic tactics right there. Now you never want to run in a building for just sprint across here. Oh, I'm cloaked, I'm invincible. No, you're invisible. Huge difference. When you're sprinting, you're more visible. So just take your time. Don't be out in the open. Just cloak, kind of hug a wall, and then if you see a guy, just uncloak and shoot. That's all you have to do. It's a simple aspect. And a lot of people don't realize that. When I started out, basically learning on my own, I ran into a lot of people due to that I'm invincible, I'm invincible concept, but it's not true. So, squad leaders, platoon leaders, and members in general, here you've seen it. Different ways to use them is from what I've told you, and just a simple tactic that everyone should know. You can alter this tactic as you see fit, but basically, if you're a solo infiltrator or you're running in a shadow team, which is 2, 3, maybe 4 infiltrators, close quarters, or a ghost squad, which is a relatively squad-sized element of close quarters infiltrators, those are different ways you can run. And there'll be different videos. Granted, I'll have people help me because I really can't replicate a squad with me. So you'll see more videos on different tactics, and I'll get more in depth, and people will ask me, and I'll answer questions. So if you have any questions on this video, just ask me. Hit me up in game, on the forums, whatever you want to do. But again, this is Doc Finley, TG member. I hope to see you on the battlefield, and in a sneaky way, let's make the enemy go boom.